Hello everybody, we are at Bathurst for round 6 of the Virtual Racing Car Club's MX5 Cup. This is the last one and it's a bit exciting because there's a number of drivers that could win this championship today. I mean, it's most likely going to be Ben, but that means it's an almighty fight for second place in the championship. So thank you for joining, hopefully I can entertain you. We'll be going qualifying in about another 30 odd seconds. Get yourself comfortable, get the snacks. And we'll be watching a bit of a dramatic finale shortly. I'm just going to let a few of these cars disappear up the road first. I want a nice clear track for when I go out. And again, I think other people are thinking the same. Ben's already out on track. Charlie's already out on track. Dan's already out on track. And Gavin's already out on track. So I think I might give it another second or two. Get a move on. Again, it's a 2.5 minute lap. So waiting a minute and 15 should put everybody about.
Exit looks clear. Okay, Alexander, we've got 18 minutes to set a lap.
Should put them about halfway around the circuit by the time I'm ready. So here we go. And again, this first lap when you come out of the pits, you've always got so much grip because the tyres are hot. That doesn't last long. But hopefully if anybody's had any spins, collected any walls, hopefully they've returned to the pits. And they should be on their way out behind me now. And all the guys trying to keep up with Ben and Charlie, Dan and Gavin, they should be down the road as well. Such a difficult complex through there. And again, as we've just started the session, the track grip won't be all there. So I'm just going to keep going, running my fuel down. And seeing what sort of lap times I do get by the end of it.
P13.
Nothing to worry about at the moment. The only thing to worry about is the fact that I'm 2/10 away from my personal best. Again, it's not a great personal best, but nonetheless, it's all I've achieved after about 30 laps. Oversteer doesn't help out there, though. Are out of there. Again, like I said, the track's not perfect yet. I do have cold tyres now. But this is a race that's not about overall pace unless you're absolutely perfect all the way around.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
It's a track that bites hard when you get it wrong.
The leader has just done a 2:32.1.
How is that possible? That's a bit insane.
You've taken a tiny bit of bodywork damage, but you won't feel it.
Cheers, Jim. Maybe you should ask him to spot for me as well. Spot.
Okay, mate, I'll give calls.
So for 32 is possible, I'm really slow. Like, really slow. But I'm not bothered. Again, targeting the championships, Gavin Ranson and Charlie Heath. If I can score more than those guys.
The guy in front has just done a 3:30.9. Okay, Alexander, as a car exits in the pits, heads up.
Yeah, if I can score more than those guys, I might
6th place.
take a second place charge in the championship, but there's a lot of variables. A lot of variables.
The guy behind has just done a 2:39.1.
And I'm catching traffic up ahead, which is not something I wanted. I've messed this lap up as well. But yeah, anything better than last weekend, well, I say weekend, last Wednesday, anything better than that
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
will make me happy. I need to be careful of these walls up here. They are not friendly.
Yellow flag, caution.
As you can see.
The guy ahead has just done a 2:37.6.
I'm wondering who this guy's ahead of me and whether he knows that I'm faster than him.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Left side tyres are cold.
Bit much curb. Oh, it's Kev, I think. Is it? Could be.
P4.
It is, and he moves over to let me through.
Far left. You're clear on the left.
I've got to get those two corners right if I'm going to set any sort of good time today. Not the wall, not the wall, not the wall. That was the wall. Yeah, that slowed me right down. But there's definitely still time out there.
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Right, where's the spinner? If there is a spinner. There he is. Oh, it's always worrying to put on a bit of oppo when you're going around corners so close to walls. Got another one there.
On your left. Clear on the left. Left side's clear. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
And there's another one. So yeah, I wasn't quite far enough back when I came out the pits, but we're past them all now. Just worrying about
Tyres all round.
where they're going to be when I come around the final two corners again. You can see more cars far in the distance there. Right, so this one obviously right off. Let's see what I can do for the next one.
B5. On your left. You are clear on the left.
Nah, miles too slow. See, what we're seeing from me now might end up being race pace. I don't know yet. But I'm not crashing, and that's the main thing. That's all I want to achieve. Just get around in one piece, take some nice points. If I can take them away from my rivals, all the more happier.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Again, a bit slidey coming out of there. That hurts all the way around now. I don't know if there's any tenths on the table further down here. I've got that a bit wrong, Anna. Very wrong.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Yellow flag, watch out.
And there's another yellow flag anyway. Yeah, it's getting dicey further up the grid. I might need to make up a place or two.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
I'm not really sure I want to start in 6th. But that just shows you how far everybody's come on and how much practice they've put in to get so much faster than they were a few races ago. Oh, well, there's a 10th. See if I can keep it.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Couple of tenths.
U5, sector 3 is 4.1, off the pace.
It's not good enough though, I don't think. See if we can get a bit of a toe. Give me that toe. Pull me up this hill.
Left side.
There we go.
He's still there. Left side's clear.
Ah, lost it all.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I think I'm going to get held up here anyway. And I oversteered. Oh wow, what is that lag?
Sector 1 is 0.6, off the pace.
That lag's a bit mad.
Let's go on your right. Clear right.
But we're through safely. Oh, oh, oh. Kept my foot in. Still lost a lot of time. A lot of time. Am I gonna get into the 35s? If I do, that starts me in third right now. I don't know what Ranson's gonna do.
Left side tyres are cold.
But I might have another chance.
Sector 3 is 4.1, off the pace.
Just 0.1, it feels like a lot more than that. Again, I've mucked that up. Positivity comments, please, guys.
Yellow flag.
I need all your support for these two races. Wow.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
See, I love this. He knows I'm coming, I flashed him, but he's still there. And he's going to hold me up.
Car on your right, right side's clear. Yellow flag, caution. The guy on your right. Right side's clear.
It's not like I was having a good lap or anything. Who cares, eh? I wonder who that guy is. It's probably one of the new guys, and he's trying to race me now, look. He's binned it 3 times, held me up. Try again. No, that wasn't a very good corner.
D6. Sector 3 is 4.3 off the pace.
Yeah. I'm not going to do anything here. 10 seconds on the clock, that's not enough time for another lap. Let's call it. Oh, man. I could say something, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. It is what it is. But there are the results. Ben Abbott on pole. We knew that were coming. And we've got Charlie Heath on second. Very good pace from that young lad. Gavin Ranson on third, as expected. Again, he's quite the driver. But as we've seen,
the guy behind has just done a 237.3.
while he is a quick driver, he can overdrive, and when he overdrives, he does make mistakes. So if I can capitalise on anything, that's what it's going to be on. Again, it's me, Charlie, and Gavin that are third, fourth, and second, third, and fourth. We've got Mark in fifth for the championship. Mark just posting a faster lap time than me. But this track bites more than Oulton Park does. I've kind of made my peace with this track now, but has everybody else? Are we going to get around that first lap unscathed? Who knows? I'd like to get all the way around and still be in sixth place or better. But it is absolutely mental. So we've got a minute to wait before we are on the grid. And while we're waiting, in the bottom right hand side of the screen you will see some logos scrolling through. Those guys are partnered with us for this year again. So please go have a look at what they do, who they are, and what they're all about. Make some purchases if you want, because that keeps them partnered with me. They appreciate that very much, and so do I. Again, you'll find all the details on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our Instagram as well. The team keeps that up to date quite often. And you only have to search AGR Motorsport to find all of the relevant social media accounts. Well, here we go. We should be gridding up any second.
The leader's pitting now. Davies behind is pitting now. P6, 21 minutes.
Right. Adam Davies behind me. We know he's an okay driver. Does like to get his elbows out though. Cohen de Groot again, another good driver. One of the cleaner drivers of this entire field, to be fair. I've never had a run-in with the guy. He's always given me space, but he's raced me hard, which is great fun. Nathan Birch, again, he's a good driver, but he does lack a little spatial awareness. So I've got to be careful if I end up near his car. And Binsberg is an unknown to me. I've not raced him wheel to wheel just yet. He's been on the grid a few times, but I think every time I've come across him, like in Oulton for example, I think I might have just blitzed past or had a mistake or something when he was nearby, so I've not been wheel to wheel with him yet. Series organiser Toby Owen in 12th place with Ollie Sai. Again, there's a few PC2 drivers here. Project Cars 2 is one of the games that brought this crazy bunch of people together. They race the Virtual Touring Car Championship, which has recently finished. They're about to start Virtual Formula 1, which is a period race with vintage Formula 1 cars on vintage Formula 1 tracks. That promises to be very interesting. And then a week on Sunday, we have Group A 90s DTM starting. We've got an AJR Motorsport team in that. Again, I'll be streaming, but we're going to have that broadcasted by a professional commentator. So that is one to look out for. So search the Virtual Racing Car Club if you're interested in finding out more about that. But we're ready to go racing.
Alright, Alexander, stay calm, focus.
Wish me luck.
Green, let's go, let's go.
I don't feel like that was the best start, but I don't think anybody else made a perfect start either. I had to be a bit cautious there. Someone might be up the inside of me shortly. Or at the outside. And maybe not. I've got a bit of free air, I think. There's Mark's under attack from De Groot. Gavin's on the attack. Charlie's side by side with Dan, I believe. But Ben's gone. Ben has gone. Now I just want to try and stay with this
well done.
gaggle of cars ahead. I don't have to do anything brash. Just capitalise on any opportunity that I'm given. So here we go, down to Skyline for the first time. Charlie and me both go a tiny bit wide. Charlie cuts quite close to that corner. That might catch him out later in the race. Gavin's right on the back of him now. Dan starts to pull away. Heading towards his brother. But this straight is very long. I'm not in the tow though, so these might gain a bit of ground on me. Nobody's in my tow either, so I'm not under attack. Ranson's now pulling a move on Heath. But Heath might have him on the brakes. He does indeed. So this is a bit more entertaining than usual. Gavin's very early on the brakes there. Sideways. That's an opportunity then.
Okay, Alexander, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. P5.
And the race is coming. Gave him space. That's it. You stick in my toe and I'm going to go around the inside. There we go. I'm going to collect as much of that space as I can. And he's got me around the outside.
Car in front is Ranson.
At least he kept that one clean. They've not always been clean. Oh, that's bad news. Mark Baker's now up on the back of me. Again, he is on the in the championship fight, so I don't want to really hold him up. But again, as I said, this track bites, and when you start battling, it's very difficult between the walls. Very difficult indeed. Gavin's made a mistake. As I said, this one bites. And that's brought him a little closer to me. There's the tortured tyres screaming agony going around that hairpin. I don't think I'm close enough to Gavin for the toe. Thank you, Rebecca. I enjoyed that start. Shame about tapping the wall. But we're going to have some more of that battle in a second. I can feel it. Oop, Heath's into second again. Has he got the move done?
Yellow flag, caution. Okay, Alexander, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Seems like there's a 3-card battle for the lead now. As again, we are getting closer to them because they are battling so hard. I was late there. Late on the brakes. That's going to give Mark an opportunity, I believe. Oh, this is tense. Gavin's making ground. I'm losing ground. I need to get my head back in the game. I can do better than this. I say just glancing the wall there. Mark's going down the inside, I believe. Thinks better of it. They've spread out a little more now for the twisty, narrow bits. But we've seen Gavin make a mistake, and there I go. That's bad news.
Okay, Alexander, gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Yellow flag.
That is bad news. Oh, why does it always happen?
See front locking going into Philemy Park.
Yeah, that's it. It's all on Mark now. Oh, I followed him off.
We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Oh dear. I'm not sure what happened. Rear end just broke away.
Keep pulling away. The gap behind is now 1.3 seconds.
And then I was in a wall and spinning around on grass. Still, it gives me an opportunity to make some more overtakes.
Tyres are cold.
They're not too far ahead. In terms of time, pace, however, might make it difficult. Oh dear. Well, let's see what Mark can do now. Baton's in his hands.
E8.
So Mark's right on the back of Gavin. If Mark can really push him, he might get that space. Heath's down in 5th, so that means they've all caught up to Charlie. Oh, actually, there's a second now between... What's happening up ahead? Is it kicking off? If it's kicking off, I might really catch up. If any of you have just come back from McRae's stream or anybody else's, tell me what's happening. I'd love to know. Because if I've got a chance of catching up, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it my all. Looks like...
Your tyres are cold, watch out. Okay, Alexander, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 5.6. They're slow into Hell Corner.
Isn't everybody? Yeah, it looks like Ben, probably Ben in the lead. Pulled a bit of a gap now. Might be untouchable.
Some minor aero damage.
Yeah, that'll be that wall I hit, Jim. I'm a bit fast there. So difficult. Once you've made a bit of contact and you start pushing to try and get back, mistakes happen when you're trying to commentate as well. Because that takes up a lot of focus that you would normally be spending trying to race as fast and cleanly as possible.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Stay focused. We're still in this. We're halfway through. Fuel's going to be tight. We're not sure you'll make it to the end.
Oh, we should make it, Jim. So if anyone wants to see some broken wing mirror action, there you go. That's obviously what I'm seeing on my third screen. So that when I'm racing wheel to wheel, I can obviously see what's happening around me. But yeah, I've destroyed that with the wall impacts. Getting those two corners right, this one and the next one.
8th place.
So precise you've got to be. Wow, that inside curb's a nightmare. So, Birch ahead. He's a second behind De Groot. Then we've got Baker a few tenths ahead of De Groot. Then Heath is a couple of seconds ahead of, well, a second and 3/10 ahead of Baker. With the pace I'm carrying, I'm probably not going to catch Heath. Might catch Baker though. Touch and go there. Let's just get settled in and set some nice good laps. But again, that...
You're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is 6.1 seconds.
I'm disappointed for you guys because we were in a good group of cars there. Very entertaining stuff, and then I go and bin it. Again, I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused it. Whether it was too much steering input or weight transfer.
Okay, Alexander, you've used half your fuel.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but it happened. And I'm sorry for you guys that you've now got to watch me struggle to catch up.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
That was a very short yellow flag. Was that someone cutting a corner?
Tyres are cold.
All my tyres are cold. What are you talking about? Seven minutes on the clock. What can I do?
The leader has just done a 2:36.1.
Again, they're setting personal bests now. 2:37.6, 2:37.4. I've got to find a bit more than that. Got to find a lot more than that. So we've got Gavin Ranson up in second now. It looks like he's keeping that second place in the championship. Well done to him. So now it's all about third. I think I might have a few points against Heath, so as long as I do alright in race 2, I might get third.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Baker would need to finish ahead and score some good points ahead of the two of them to get ahead. Excuse me while I go quiet for that corner. Really trying to gain some ground up. Oh dear me, that was deja vu.
The gap in front is now 5.6 seconds.
I didn't want to be sideways in there, but I was. Made it stick though.
Okay, Alexander, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
And again, as you see the driver's hands come around in the sim, yeah, that's as busy as I am. His wheel moves as much as my wheel. So at this circuit you do get a good workout. So Heath's now up into third. Oh, it's not looking good for my position. Not looking good at all.
Eighth place, yellow flag, watch out.
Again, I need to catch faster than this. That's a load of white smoke. Looks like we've got a back marker ahead. Again, one of the things fighting against me here is that they're all in each other's tow. So down the Conrod straight and up this hill. Again, a lot of time over what I'm able to put out. And I'm not putting out very good laps at the moment, as you can probably tell from the deltas in the bottom left. Right by those sponsor logos. Ah, so this is the guy that held me up last time, isn't it? Gets out of the way that time though. So, 4.6 seconds, 2 minutes on the clock. I don't think I'm catching. See what I can do, but I can see what I can do. It might not be enough. It might be enough. It might not. I really don't know. This moment, if I were a highly paid racing driver, I'd be screaming at the engineer to give me more power, but this one's all on me.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Let's hope the next race has better fortune.
The leader's just done a 2:35.8.
Yeah, just to show off. How's the fuel?
Should be about 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 2 litres per lap.
I wish you'd tell me how much I've got in there.
P8. We're running on fumes, mate.
Ah, well, that sucked. Story of this race, though. In fact, it's the story of my performance. The past 2 races have been abysmal from me. I certainly need more practice between races. As I go very wide there, didn't make the apex.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
So that there is Birch. I have caught, but it's the last lap. Can I do anything? Let me find out. I might have to keep it together a bit better than that. He's still a second ahead, which means I'm not in the tow. Which means unless he makes a mistake in the next 3 corners, no. Did all I could to catch up. I'm sorry it wasn't more entertaining, or at least entertaining for longer. That's a bit fast. Yeah.
Yellow flag, watch out.
So that's where I'm starting the next race, 8th place.
Yellow. Okay, we're done.
Right behind Nathan Birch and ahead of Ollie Sai. Yeah. It's all myself to blame. Look at that lovely car there. Mark Baker giving us some donuts. Oh, I'm not sure they're meant to do that. Right, let's get back to the pits. So we should have a minute or 2 before we grid up again. Yeah, I've got to do better next race. But tell me, did you enjoy the battling at least? For the small time we gave you a show. Let us know in the comments. While you're at it and while we've got some time, there's a like button, which looks like a thumbs up. Smash that. That red subscribe button, well, it's free to press that and it helps me massively. So go ahead and give that a click. There's a button down there that says share. Click that. Send it everywhere. Send it like Max Verstappen. I'd very much appreciate that. I probably don't deserve it with that performance, but who knows, this race could be a lot better. This race could be a lot better. I've done better comebacks than this. You saw me start 22nd at Snetterton and finish 5th. To be fair, the field was very different then. We have changed quite a few drivers over the 6 races, well, 6 events we've had. So yeah, so 40 seconds until we're on the grid. I'll be right back with you to get going in that.
cars pitting. P8, 21 minutes.
Here we go then. 21 minutes to go. I don't think there's any risk of them doing an extra lap, so I'm just going to knock a litre of fuel out. Oh dear. So I'm on the outside. That's fun. Let's hope Nathan doesn't understeer into me in turn 1. Let's hope I can grab a bit of a toe up the straight for turn 2. And then I've got to be really gentle through quarry 3 and 4. But we have 1 minute and 10 on the clock. Really shouldn't play with setup between races. I've been there before. I've learned that lesson, I believe. But yeah, Mark's carrying the torch once again. Could this be the race where we don't get a podium? All the previous 5 events, we've had one car on the podium in at least one of the races every night. Mark finished 5th that last race, I finished 8th. We've got work to do, but can we make it happen? Well, the championship's gone now, so let's just see what we can do.
Get ready, keep your nose clean. Go, go, go.
Yeah, that was a very slow start from Cohen. But I think I've got him. Don't think he's got the legs on me. He's got more to worry about behind him anyway. Cheers, Mark. I'll have that. Make sure to give you space. Right, let's get after him. Again, everybody's got such a different line through there, and when I make mistakes, it's blaringly obvious that I'm not taking the best line through it. But come on, Mark, you've got a toe. I'll give you the inside line if you want it. I'm not about to start battling with teammates. Oh, he's giving me a push though. Cheers. Cheers, Baker. Cheers, we'll have some more of that. I'll tow you along if you push me. Yeah, absolutely will.
P5.
Here we go then. Another lap. I was a bit wide. Baker was a bit wide. Abbott wasn't. So I think he's going to get a little further ahead up this straight. But yeah, I know that Heath's put quite a lot of laps of practice in. Started yesterday and didn't stop until he got a 34 in the bank. Gavin's obviously practiced in private. I've not turned enough laps, but I'm catching on to the back of them while they're having their little scrap. I'm getting right onto the back of them.
Alexander, the next car is Heath.
I think Heath hit the wall there. I've got him right under pressure. I've let him go a bit now. Last thing I want to do is start crashing into people between some narrow twisties. Yeah, it would have been nice to be a bit closer though. Just don't have the skill to stay that close to him down the hill after Skyline. And again, they're all in each other's tow here. Still be gaining some good ground on me, but they're battling once again. Oh, that's bad news.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Come on, Baker. Come on through. Good lad. So I wonder who set all that off.
P3.
Well, I was saying about podiums.
Ransom.
Yeah, that felt like a better exit. Don't know whether it was good enough. We've got Marker tucked right in again. Marker, Baker. I'm getting too excited. I've just got to catch Gavin now. If I can catch Gavin and overtake, I might keep my third place in the championship. Might. Charlie scored some good points last time around, so it's anyone's guess right now. Here we go then. Into the difficult bit.
Okay, Alexander, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. Cold tyres all around.
It's a bit cruel, Jim. He's not much of a fucker. He's my teammate. Alright, Skyline, here we go. Oh, no.
Got a tiny bit of bodywork damage there, just ignore it.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen when I rub the wall, innit? See, the only place on this circuit where I suffer from understeer is that hairpin. Well, I say that. I'm always suffering from understeer, but usually I can find a way to get it pointing where I want it to. Here we go then. 2.4 seconds. Can I close that gap? Is Mark Baker going to stay with us?
The leader has just done a 2:35.4. P3.
It's not looking promising when I'm dropping 6/10 a lap. But Gavin wants this, so how hard's he pushing? How hard am I pushing to go that wide?
Stay between the lines, please, Alexander.
Yes, Jim, noted. See, the trouble is, up until you get into the tight, twisty sections, it's that long between corners that you've got a lot of time to rest and reset. But you've also got a time to lose focus. And we all know that's my Achilles heel. So you might find it funny that I've decided to start streaming these and trying to
Behind is now 1.0.
I'm trying to use extra mental energy to commentate at the same time as I'm racing. I assure you it's not easy. People like Jimmy Broadbent do is absolutely unreal. Obviously they've got more practice than I have. As I'm a bit wide there. Get it back in, there we go. Yeah, Gavin's pulled out another second somewhere, probably through there. Mark Baker is still with me though, which is good. Heath's up into 6th. I don't know what the points difference would be there, but he might have that 3rd place, you know.
Okay, Alexander, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. This is brilliant. Keep it up. That's halfway. We estimate 12 minutes of fuel left.
But I think absolutely at this rate, Gavin's keeping that 2nd place that at this point I'm willing to say is definitely earned. He might be very scrappy and he might have very big elbows, but you can't deny his pace and his consistency.
E3. The guy in front is Ranson.
Yeah, as you can tell, it takes an awful lot of skill to drive these quickly. To do it consistently is a completely different thing. And then to do it while getting aggressive with other drivers on track and still coming out on top in the points. Hats off. As for Mr. Rabbit up front, Jesus. If that guy's not paid to race something soon, then there's something wrong with the world. He's finished 1st in every single race so far since he's joined us.
You've got half your fuel left.
And he's had almost every single fastest lap since he joined us. And his racecraft, wheel to wheel, as you've seen while I've followed Gavin Ranson, it is absolutely brilliant. The guy's an outstanding talent, and he definitely deserves to win this championship tonight. And before you ask, yes, I did ask if you wanted to join AJR Motorsport for a future championship, and while he would have been interested, I think he's got other commitments that he wants to get involved with, so we're not going to see Ben in Group A. However, you will see Charlie Heath. Charlie Heath is joining us for the Group A. He's going to be racing in.
Baker behind is now 0.8. Okay, Alexander, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
He's going to be racing in an Alpha 155 alongside me and Roy Grassi. He makes a return to the team this championship. However, Mark Baker going to take some family time, some much needed rest, and attend to getting his hill climb car sorted. You hear that, Mark? Hill climb car sorted. And then hopefully we'll be competing against each other for lap times up at Harewood this year, providing we get a season.
It's all your apexes. Wait for the chances to come, mate. P3.
So of course there will be more videos to come from Harewood. There will also be videos to come of what I'm currently doing with my MX5 for hill climb. You may have seen on the social media posts that I have some individual throttle bodies from a superbike, and they are going on the MX5 at some point. And I don't mean that like at some point in the next 5 years, at some point this season they are going on the car. And you guys get to listen to my lovely annoying voice as I give you the ins and outs of that build. So plenty to look forward to as we round out the last 6 minutes. 6-7 minutes, depending on how it works out on track. And Gavin's still keeping his distance. So yeah, I might have to concede and just make sure I bring it back in third now. As I've said, I'm happy for Gavin to take that second place in the championship. I would have really liked it, but I just haven't done enough. Made too many mistakes.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here. Don't be distracted. Defend your position.
And I think Heath's a way back, but if he pips me for third, he deserves it. Over the course of this season, he's gone from someone like me, and he's improved quite a lot to be very consistent. Make a lot fewer mistakes. And then his pace coming into this event was absolutely phenomenal. Where did Baker go? What happened to Baker?
The leader has just done a 2:34.9.
Right, he's back in 8th. What has happened?
P3. Alright, Alexander, the next car is Ransom.
Oh, that's bad news, because that, of course, gives another position back to Charlie Heath. Which means that that probably does secure his third place. Because with 3.5 minutes to go, I'm still 2.5 tenths behind Gavin. I'm pushing, but I just don't have it today. But this might be the first race in a while that I've got around without binning it. Touch wood, of course. Don't want to speak too soon. Especially as we're...
Ransom in. The gap's now 2.2 seconds. They're slower than us into L corner.
Yeah, especially as we're around the tight and twisties right now. We saw what happened earlier. It can bite, and apparently for no reason. To be fair, there was probably a reason. I'm just too inexperienced to know what that reason is. Say inexperienced, I mean I don't have enough practice.
The gap behind is now 2.1.
Because like with any form of...
Okay, Alexander, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Yeah, any form of top level sport, it does take a lot of practice to get good and to learn. And I'll be honest, I haven't put the practice in for this season. More sort of turn up and race. Doing the odd hour, half hour, 20 minutes. depending on how much free time I have, but
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
if I ever find myself with the time, I know I can practice for the pace. I know that I used to. But there's a lot of things getting in the way of that right now. As we're now a second closer to Ranson.
P3. We're running on fumes, mate. Yellow flag, caution.
So this should be the final lap. As I went far too slow and missed the apex there. So what's your highlight of this race? Let me know in the comments. Type it in the chat. Tell me on Facebook. I've enjoyed this race more than I did the last one, I'll tell you that. That one's free. So Gavin's pulled out another 3/10 on me. With this being the last lap, I don't think, even if I caught him, I don't think I'd get a run. Unless I caught him right up just before the Conrod straight. Then it's difficult to overtake without them coming back at you on the brakes. And I've met Gavin's elbows before, so I'm not sure I want to do that again. As much as I don't mind racing wheel to wheel, I hate when people get their elbows out. But I might get a decent lap in by the end of it. We might just see Ben in the distance. There he goes. Heading down for that victory, that championship in the first MX5 Cup hosted by the Virtual Racing Car Club. Have a look for those guys on Facebook. We do a lot with them. It's an absolutely fantastic community, and I'm honoured to be helping with them with various projects right now, such as Group A. It's no secret that I'm the one running the events for that.
7th position. Okay, it's over.
And well done to Gavin for that storming second place, and that's second place in the championship. There you go, there's Charlie Heath. Pretty sure he's taken that third place in the championship. So it looks like Baker's showing in 11th position as someone gets monstrously wiped out. There's Baker, monstrously wiping somebody else out. I was unlucky. I don't know what happened, Mark, but I'm gutted for you. I am really gutted for you. But again, thanks everybody. Thank you all for joining me for these streams throughout this championship. Thank you for joining Mark if you've checked out any of his footage. Again, his channel's linked in the comments below. Go check him out. See the video, see everything from his perspective. You might see what happened. Meanwhile, give my channel a subscribe, give Mark's channel a subscribe, like them both, share them both, do everything you can. And best of all, the bottom right hand corner, they're all the sponsors. Please go see them. Do anything you can. And we'll see you hopefully in a couple of weeks for the Group A. And you never know, you might get a surprise visit a little earlier. Thanks very much, guys.